You know it. You read the title right. Not clickbait, no cap. Unlimited stash box space and still unlimited carry weight post patch. Bethesda, this game, it runs perfectly. Oh boy! Roll the intro. For more Fallout 76 content, remember to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future content. Yo, what's going on everybody? It's Sovereign. Welcome back to the Commonwealth. So today, guys, I'm going to run you through a quick tutorial on how to get yourself unlimited carry weight and unlimited stash box space in your camp. So, I know this may be a little bit game-breaking, but you know, the game's broken as it is, so we're going to show you guys. Anyways, if I get banned, I'll probably just do it all over again, to be honest. So, before we get started, there are a few prerequisites. So, you're going to need a pocketed item. It can be any type of armor for a leg, arm, or a chest piece. It just has to be pocketed because they allow you to have more carry weight. So, if you're early off in the game, around level 1, leaving the vault, up until about level 15, you may have picked up a level 5 pocketed piece at some point. However, you can find plans for this throughout the world, or you can actually farm it. If you guys happen to be unfamiliar with the farming strategy at the golf course, I will show you guys that momentarily. But before we get into that, there is also a prerequisite for unlimited stash box space. And for this, you're going to need the artillery defense for your camp. So now that we have the prerequisites out of the way, let's move on to our first topic, the unlimited carry weight glitch. Now, this is an exploit of the system and pocketed armor. That being said, carrying unlimited weight may be an issue for the servers, causing instability because the server will have to keep track of all these objects. But you know, the servers have never been stable since day one, so I digress. So for those of you that already have a piece of pocketed armor, this is how you go about tricking the system. You want to just equip it and unequip it as fast as possible, basically spamming it. And as you guys can see down in the bottom left-hand corner of my Pip-Boy, my max carry weight is starting to decrease, and eventually it will go into the negatives. You have officially tricked the system into thinking that you have unlimited carry weight. Now, I don't know what specific number you need to go to, but if you go to about negative 100, you should be all right. And there you have it, guys. You're officially underweight. Now, every time you log back into a new server, you will have to go through the same process again. So make sure you keep that pocketed armor on you and have it ready at all times, because you don't want to get stuck overweight in the middle of nowhere, because you're going to have a bad time. All right, for those of you that have yet to get a piece of pocketed armor, the best way is to farm it. Now, you can go find plans and look everywhere over the wasteland for a vendor that may have pocketed armor or a plan for pocketed armor, but that's going to take way too long. I guarantee you the fastest way to do this is to farm it from a large sum of enemies. And the fastest way to do that is at the White Springs Resort Golf Club. The White Springs Resort Golf Club is located just southeast of Vault 76. And I advise you to build your camp on one of the golf greens, so that way if you grab a bunch of loot, you can go there, stash it away, and go back at it into another server. And here we are at the golf club. I'm running through to show you guys the best path to take to round up all the ghouls that are in here. Be careful in this room right here because there's usually a high-level enemy in there, and you want to go back upstairs, but before heading back out to the front, wrap around to the right side upstairs. Wake up all the ghouls up here as well. You can see a few T-posing. This game is so broken. And we're going to head out the side door on this side of the building. Now, you may miss some, you may not be able to wake them all up, but you want to run back around to the front, just make sure that they are still following you, because sometimes they get caught in the door. Run over to this lantern and jump up next to this plant and the light pole. Standing on this side will ensure that none of them jump up there with you. If you're on the left side of this light pole, there's a good chance that they can pile up and they can hop up onto that lantern with you. So when you guys are doing this method, make sure you are using melee weapons. Don't waste your ammo on this because you may have to server hop and do this a few times to find that pocketed armor. However, eventually you will, and this is, once again, like I told you guys, the fastest way to find pocketed armor if you don't already have plans for it or if you don't already have one in your inventory or stash box. Once you guys are able to finish off all the enemies, we're just going to go back over here and loot every single thing from one of these bodies. This is why I told you it was very important to make sure that you place your camp near this location, because you most likely will be over encumbered after you do this. We're not even going to pay attention to what we're picking up. We're just going to pick it all up and go back to our inventory and check to see if we found something pocketed. So if you guys happen to not find anything pocketed this time around, just head to the main menu and hop back into the server at this location. Now, this is why I said you want to put your camp near this area, so that way if you have anything that you want to keep, you can go stash it away and come right back. So now that you have unlimited carry weight, guys, you're going to eventually need a place to stash all this loot. Unfortunately, by now you're going to be carrying way too much that you can actually stash away into your stash box at your camp. Well, there's a newfound glitch that's going to allow you to put every single thing in your inventory that you're currently holding into your stash box for an unlimited amount of weight. Now, you may say, hey, how do I do that? Well, here's the thing. You gotta trick it. So, the first thing you're going to need, as I told you, the prerequisite is the artillery defense for your camp. If you haven't unlocked the artillery defense for your camp yet, you can find the plans by completing the Brotherhood of Steel questline, or you can purchase them from a vendor for 240 caps. The vendor that is widely known to carry these plans regularly is down at the Watoga Shopping Center. If the vendor doesn't currently have it, just do a few server hops and you should find it within no time. I did about 2 server hops and was able to find it with no problem. And don't forget to actually open up your inventory and learn the plans, because if you don't do that, it will still be locked. So now that you finally have the plans unlocked and you actually have access to the artillery cannon in your camp, it's time to head back and get this thing going. Now I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do this exploit, so that way you can have unlimited stash box space. Once you get back to your camp, be sure to place down the artillery cannon. You're going to walk up to this box over here on the left side of it and hit transfer. So now that you're in this transfer section, you'll notice that you have a max capacity of 0. For some reason, the system thinks that you can put unlimited things in here, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. So it's not really an exploit per se, but just another one of Bethesda's broken systems that they happen to overlook like everything else. So we're just going to go through our entire list and just start dumping every single thing in here, so that way we get back under our max weight that we can personally carry. Take the time to do this. Now, mind you guys, the system is having a hard time tracking all this stuff, so it might get a little laggy here. As you can see up in the left-hand corner, I am dipping way below 100 FPS right now, down into the 20s. Sometimes, at some point, I am down to 4 frames per second. It doesn't matter if it starts to do that for you, you start to lose a lot of frames, just slow it down a little bit and then continue once your frames pick back up. All right, so just for proof, you can see I'm at 394 out of 400 weight in our stash box. Just so we can prove that this works for you guys, this is going to be one continuous clip. You're going to go to your camp module, head back down to the artillery, and go into the edit module. Now that you're here, you have a few options. Make sure you hit store on your taskbar, okay? Once again, you want to store the artillery. Make sure that you do not, once again, do not scrap the artillery. Make sure you store it. So on PC, that is R for store. I'm not exactly sure what it will be on console, but make sure you hit store and then hit store once again. Do not hit scrap when you get to the second screen. Now that you have stored it, we're going to go back to the stash box, exit the camp editing module, head back up to your stash box, and you will see that everything is now in there. I have over 2,000 weight out of 400 in my stash box. Congratulations, guys. You have now discovered the best way to carry all your useless junk, scrap, weapons, etc. that you probably will never use because you're just bad at item management. But hey, I digress. So if you guys liked the video and you want to see more videos like this, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future content. If you guys dislike the video, or if you're just a Bethesda fanboy and you're just mad at everybody posting glitching videos, don't be mad at us. Be mad at Bethesda because they can't ship a game that works properly. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Sovereign and I'm out. What the? What is that? What is this game? Weak. Just weak. Ooh, ooh. Bring that ass here, boy. Oh, wait. Jump shot. Ooh, you did. Oh, where's my meat? Where's my meat? Come here, meat.